Hey everybody, I'm Sean McBride, the movie guy. Did you know that once upon a time there was a terrorist attack on the Olympics? I think a lot of people have forgotten about this, but in 1972, terrorists attacked, they kidnapped, and they ultimately killed a huge portion of the Israeli Olympic delegation. That is the focus of a new movie called September 5th.
Do you hear that?
Were those gunshots?
What's the situation?
The police are reporting that armed terrorists have attacked the Israeli athletes.
There's a hostage situation going on right now in the Olympic Village.
Now, Steven Spielberg has already covered these events in his wonderful film called Munich, but what he didn't cover was the response of the ABC News team, the sports team, that suddenly found themselves scrambling to forget about boxing and volleyball, and instead to cover this huge worldwide event. The story in a nutshell is that in 1972, ABC's Wild World of Sports was covering the Olympics in Germany when a small band of Palestinian terrorists kidnapped and killed much of the Israeli Olympic team. Now, this is a process movie, meaning that it focuses on the news team and how they scramble to try and figure out how to best cover these events. I mean, these guys were used to covering boxing and swimming and whatnot. They had no idea what they were doing when terrorists suddenly started shooting outside their studios here. And they certainly weren't prepared for how to cover this event efficiently. I mean, this ended up being one of the largest television events of all time. 900 million people tuned in to watch this. So in the movie, we watch as Rune Arlich, who's played by Peter Sarsgaard, leads his reporters through this tragedy. They use real-life clips of Peter Jennings and Howard Cosell and Jim McKay. This is their real audio and video from the event, and they weave it into the movie to give this film more genuine authenticity. Now look, my real job is in TV news, so this is a story that's right up my alley, and I absolutely loved watching these guys scramble to figure out how to cover this story. I absolutely loved how they have to deal with thorny journalistic issues during the chaos of these events. For example, what do you call the bad guys? The word terrorism wasn't a common term back then. And what happens if they're live TV broadcasts, which could be seen in Germany at the time? What happens if that's tipping the terrorists off about what the police are doing to stop them? Now, that being said, I'm not sure if this really will appeal to non-news junkies like me. Still, the acting is very good, and the production design, the whole movie takes place in a claustrophobic news control room. Well, that really captures the mood of a news team during a live broadcast. It's a very short movie. Artistically, it's not on the same level as Spielberg's Munich, but it's a very well-made film, especially if you're someone who likes to see how the news sausage is made. I give September 5th 3 stars out of 4. Now, this is another movie that's in limited release, so you might have to search for it, but it should be streaming soon on Paramount+. So if you saw this movie, what did you think? Did this news process capture attention, or did it leave you cold? Comment below. And of course, if you like these quick reviews, please click to subscribe. And as always, you can follow me on social media. I'm Sean the Movie Guy over on Twitter, X, and Sean the Movie Guy on Blue Sky as well. And of course, you can catch my weekly podcast with my friend Joe Fryer. It's called Two Movie Guys. Every week, he and I pick all the new movies and we go into them in depth. You can catch that and subscribe to that anywhere you can find your podcast. Just search Two Movie Guys. Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, next up, we have the first major horror film of 2025. That's right, I'm talking about The Wolfman. All right, we'll see you next time.